Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a grab 5. I've not done one of these on my channel for ages, but I had tons of stash to use up and I'm really behind on Project Life. So I'm going to share my 5 items and then speed you up and put a voiceover on. So I'm going to use these cards that I got from the Wild Hair kits. So I got some cards in my August kit and I've used a couple of them, but not many. So I thought I would try and use some of these. This is a very green layout, or will be probably a very green layout. It's from a trip to a country house, although I can't remember which one it is. So yeah, we got National Trust membership from Bill's mum for Christmas, or mum and dad for Christmas, and we have been absolutely like using it so much. We've been all over the place, see beautiful gardens and gorgeous country homes and go for long walks and take the camera. Yeah, it's been so good. I would recommend it if you are like us and sort of in your mid-30s. Oh god, I nearly am. I'm still in my early 30s. I'm 32 next week. But anyway, I'm blabbling. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do on a Sunday. It's kind of relaxing, gets you outside. Yeah, or if you're a teacher like me, you have lots of holidays. It's really good fun. So I'm going to use some of these Project Life cards, so I'm sure some of them will go. I've got some acetate pieces. I used some of these in a layout a while ago on my channel. I've still got tons of them. Some of them are quite floral, so I thought that might work. I'm going to use some stamps. I got these stamps from Awesome Ladies. Yeah. And I just haven't, well, I've used a few of them, but I thought because there's pictures of the two of us together that I would be able to use kind of some of these. So I'm going to try and use some of those. I also haven't ever used this wooden stamp. I'm treating that as stamps. I might use that, I might not. So I bought it from Hobbycraft, but I still haven't used it, which is really, really bad. Puffy stickers. I've gone generic with this one and just said puffy stickers because these are a few that I have left over from my August Wild Hair kits, and I thought some of those might look nice. But I have lots of kind of cute floral ones in here. Not all of them are puffy stickers, some are chipboard, but I think I'm just gonna say puffy stickers and just use a few of those up to try and get through this whole dish full of those. And then finally, sorry, this board is like moving up and down. Must be wiggling the camera. I need to sort that out. I'll sort that out before I start filming. Well, I am filming now, aren't I? But you know, the layout. And then I have some die cuts left over still from, again, this is Pink Fresh Studio, and I think it's called Let Your Heart Decide, maybe? Is it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Because there's one of the little words says, oh, I'll turn it the right way around. It says Let Your Heart Decide on it. Anyway, so I'm going to use some of these. It's puffy stickers, Project Life cards, acetate and stamping. That's 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to speed you up, put a voiceover on. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you can watch more videos, and welcome if you're new. I'm Sam, by the way. Anyway, I'm going to get into it.
Okay, so I'm going to start off here with all these pictures. These pictures were from a National Trust trip. I mentioned that before. We went to Petworth House. I can't remember where it is. Somewhere in Sussex. So I'm just cutting up the pictures. What I do with my pictures is I use the A Beautiful Mess app to make them 3x4. So I put 3x4s onto each 6x4 photo. And then I print a few 6x4 photos straight, and I get them printed with Snapfish is who I've been using, and they have 50 free prints a month, which is really useful, so you just pay postage. So they're really, really good. I've really enjoyed using them. And I'm not going to use every single picture here. I had quite a few, and I knew they weren't all going to fit because I do like to have the odd card that's kind of space that's a bit more empty. So I've picked out a couple of cards to use. These two, so where it says this is what real life looks like, and the floral one at the top, as I mentioned in my talk through a little bit earlier, and the 6x4 at the very bottom in the, I never know my left and my right, the left hand corner. Wow. They're from the August Wild Hair kits, and so is this one at the top here, the one with the little heart that says this. And then just kind of fiddling around. There's a lot of fiddling around in this, actually. I'm getting out these, which are the Let Your Heart Decide die cuts from Pink Fresh Studio. They're really cute. I've used almost all of them is probably a bit of a lie, but I've used a hell of a lot of die cuts. And I don't tend to use them as much as I should. I've got a lot of odds of die cuts lying around, so I want to try and get through as much of this as possible. And I'm just going through this little box of acetate. These come from all kinds of collections that I've just kind of hoarded over the last few years. I do struggle with acetate. I do struggle to use it because I feel like it should have a white background, but then I think it just looks like a sticker. So it's weird to me. Acetate is one of those things that I love in theory, but not in practice. So this fancy that I put at the top here on that kind of 6x4 photo of Petworth House, and then I'm picking out a few others that I'm kind of auditioning in various places, and some of them I use and some of them I won't use, so I don't think the camera ever makes it on. And then I find that one there, which is a little acetate piece that says ooh la la, so it's actually gold, and then you can kind of see through the letters, which I think I end up just putting over that picture of the tea and cake. I honestly thought this layout would be a little bit more green than I've kind of gone with. I know there's flashes of green on there, but it does end up being quite pink and blue, which is quite nice, and perhaps something I didn't really see coming. So I'm just picking out some of the puffy stickers. These are from, again, all kinds of collections. Some of them are like cat themed ones, so the little round puffy stickers you can see on the screen there are cat themed, and that Lucky is like a puffy kind of shiny sticker. I think it's a Heidi swap. It might be a Heidi swap. Really old kit of them that I had, or set of them that I had, and I've only got a few left, and that Lucky one I've nearly used about 50 times, I'm not even kidding you, and then I always put it back. It's been on so many different little sheets of paper or auditioned so many times, but it never makes it, but it actually makes it onto this layout finally, so I'm pleased to actually use that one up. So here I'm just sticking this one down the bottom, and I've just trimmed the bottom off to kind of make the circle go off the page, and then I do put quite a few other circles onto this layout as well, which I think is a good thing, because it kind of brings that kind of flow to the layout. And I added a little puffy heart at the bottom here. I love those puffy hearts, and I have been hoarding them for sure. I used a lot at one point, and then I got worried that I would use them all up, so now they've just been kind of sitting in my stash, which is just stupid really. And this little puffy circle that gets moved around a lot. I can't remember the name of the collection, but it is a cat collection. I think it might be oh, it's got a really cute name, I think. If I remember, I'll put it below. But yeah, some of them are cat themed, like they say I love cats on them, or cat lady, but a lot of them are just plain, so you can use them on anything. At the top here I'm just trimming that journaling card down, so I'm going to use that page for my title and as a space for journaling, and I move that card around, but I do end up putting it back there. I prefer it over there. What else do I do here? It's just lots of fiddling. I've kind of got an idea. I'm happy with most of what's there at the moment. So here we go, I'm going to start on the stamping. So I'm just going to use this one set from the Awesome Ladies project, and it's going to say I love us, I think. And then I also stamped the little toilet man and woman. That's what I'm calling them, the kind of logos of a man and a lady. Onto that picture on the left hand side of me and Bill. Oh, I've got itchy foot. Not that I needed to tell you that. Oh dear. So just inking it up, and I'm using some archival black ink. This is a permanent ink, and it works really well on photographs. Even quite slick surfaces, I find it works fine. So yeah, I'm just wiggling that around. They still move around a little bit more. I wonder if is that how I keep it? That is how I keep it. Yeah, I just looked at my finished version here. So this little die cut says indulge a little on it, and that's going to go in that top corner, and it's going to be trimmed down again around the edges. So it's kind of a slightly cut off circle. I'm just using some double-sided tape. Let's get my double-sided tape from Hobbycraft. I've got through so much double-sided tape recently. This is really cute. This is a little Pebbles flower. That's again a puffy flower sticker. I love those, but again I hoarded them. And at the bottom here, that little puffy gold heart is from my wild hair kits, and it is part of the kind of like lettering collection from Flourish. So like thickers, lettering thingies. And at the top I'm going to stick that lucky down. I'm going to use that card to journal about the day. And then I think in a second, I've got that sort of admit one ticket, and then I remembered that I actually had the stickers from the day. So if you've got a ticket, like a membership, they give you a sticker when you go to a National Trust place, and so I kept hold of Bill's and my sticker. So I've used one to layer behind the flower and the puffy sticker, and I think that looks really nice. And then I've stuck one so it's visible, so it says the name of the place that we went. And then I'm going to use these tiny tile stickers. These are from Hobbycraft, and I'm just going to use those to spell out selfie and put that on the picture of my face, of my chops. Oh, I'm spelling out National Trust first. I forgot what I was doing. I love these little tile stickers. I've mentioned it many times before. They come, you can get them from Hobbycraft for, I think they're £1.50, and you can get them in black, white, or it's like an off-white. They kind of make it look like retro paper background. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's not a pure white. And they also do this craft. I buy all three of them, but I tend to buy doubles of the craft and black. I don't tend to use the off-white one quite as much. Depends on my layout. I'm just adding a little enamel heart. I've had those for absolutely years, and I think I got them from, I don't even know where I got them from, just some random shop. And here I am adding selfie with that same craft, just to kind of bring the colours across. And I think it kind of goes with the gold of the Ooh La La, which looks a little bit like that same kind of tone as the craft paper. So we've got kind of lots of little clusters of 3 going on. Lots of circles on the page. And then I'm using these tiny word stickers. I can't remember where these are from either. And that one says let's eat cake, which makes sense perhaps to put on that picture of all the cake. And then the one I'm going to add at the bottom here says hello life. So that, I think that completes that cluster a little bit more. I think it was in need of something else. Just popping that back in there, and then I think I stick all these in because it starts to annoy me when they all start moving around. I don't know if anyone else finds that. It gets quite irritating. So just popping those in because I am nearly done with this layout. I've just got journaling to add, and I've got to sort out that bottom card. I use Design F, which are 4 6x4 pockets and 4 3x4 pockets. Is that right? Yeah. But I have more 3x4 pictures than I do 6x4 pictures. So I use white card normally to put together anything, any of those 3x4 pictures in a 6x4 slot. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I don't know if that's just me rambling. And then I'm adding another sticker that says day off, because this was on a Sunday, I think. We normally go on a Sunday, so I would imagine it was. I couldn't remember the date initially, but I don't think I put the date on it this time. I didn't think it really mattered that much. I know roughly where it is. I know it was in March, but it's just a case of when in March. But it's in the correct order in my Project Life album, so I don't really care that much. So I'm just adding a little bit of journaling, just saying we went for a long walk, that there were loads of deer, and we had tea and cake. Pretty much sums up the journaling there. And that card is done, and then I just need to do the very bottom right hand corner there. So I don't think I add any more embellishments, but I just need to turn that into a 6x4 card essentially. Sometimes if the pictures are a bit bigger, I would use some double-sided sticky tape just to join them together. But these pictures it's weird, I don't know. When I get them printed, they are really true 6x4. They fit really easily into the pockets, and if I trim them, then they are very kind of loose in the pockets and I can't just join them. So I'm using a piece of white card. I could have just used a little strip of white card really, and I like how that looks. I like that it lightens and brightens it up down the bottom there. It was quite a cloudy day that we went, but I think the colours that I picked and the kind of little flashes of white through it kind of lighten the layout a little bit, make it look quite pretty. So that is everything for this layout. It's going to be done. I'm going to show you, probably too quick actually, I realised I sped it up, but there's nothing I can do now. I'm going to show you each of the cards, a little bit of a close-up so you can kind of see them there. And I've used all 5 items and pleased with the final outcome, I think. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!